if you were doing your GCSEs in year 9, year 10, and 11, the number one topic that I think is the hardest one on the GCSEs exams is circles. And this is a difficult lesson on circles. If you struggle in it, you're not alone. So much English, so many angles, so much letters, and then you got to apply to angles as well. So we'll run through the questions today, and this will try and give you some sense of how to improve your understanding of circles. Now, solve for X and Y. See this question here, right? The first thing you should spot is, like, you want to spot things. What you want to do for a lot of these questions is, like, spot what's going on. So you don't feel confused, spot what's going on. So what's BC there? What is BC? What's BC? BC is a diameter of a circle, right? It's a diameter of a circle. You know that. So what angle would this be here then? See that angle there? What angle would that be there then? It would be 180 degrees, right? You agree with me? Easy. So what's half of 180 degrees? 90. So X is going to be 90. Straight away, that's going to help you. You can say that it's going to be here because X is going to be 90. If you just spotted that as a diameter and then you work backwards, remember the angle, so it's half the diameter. X would be half the diameter. Yeah, it's a angle. There you go. So answer was B. Well done if you got that right. Good start. This one, not too bad. We can do this. You can do this. This is easy. You'll get there. Come on, work with me here. Solve for X and Y. Right. What's the first thing you should think about here? What's the first thing? Let me help you here. See that? See that? See what? Look at the center. Look at the center. See that? See 2x and x. What does that? If you rounded off that full thing, what is this? That's a terrible circle. But it's a circle. 2x and x give me a circle. 2x plus x will give me a circle, essentially, right? 2x plus x should give me a circle. Now, how much is a circle? 360 degrees in a circle, isn't that right? So, do the maths here. 3x is equal to 360. So, x is equal to 120. And you're off to the races. And you can work backwards. I think there is... y would not be 120, so ignore y here. It wouldn't be 120. By the way, we can fix that. So, the answer will be A. We'll change this hopefully on your screen. Y wouldn't be 120 there. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. It'll be half of x. So we'll work that. So y actually would be probably 60 there. We'll fix that, but that is it. So answer will be A for this because you can find out the answer for x. Okay. Okay. Well, this was not terrible. What would you think of doing here? This is not terrible. What would you think of doing here? So you have your, okay, this is what, cyclic quadrilaterals. Look, you can save yourself a lot of time. It's actually going to be B and X are the same because it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So B and X are going to be the same. So the answer is D. It's actually an easy enough one. It's a cyclic quadrilateral. These angles are the same, right? You just spot it. Cyclic quadrilateral. Boom, boom, boom. Quad 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hits the 4 points. Yeah. Hits the circle at 4 points. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hits the circle at 4 points. That's a cyclic quadrilateral. So the answer is actually D for there. Okay. Calculate BE. Calculate BED. Now, this is the one where if you start to crying because you look at circles, I don't blame you. This question is difficult. And it is just difficult. So, like, there's a way of going about it. There's a way of going about it. Like, I suppose what I can say, like, you're looking for BED. So I would like if you're lost, we're looking for this here. That's what you're looking for. And you can say that there's a way of doing it as well. It's not actually, there's a way of doing it. Watch. I found an easy way of doing it. See a 33. 33. See a 33. Bring that into here. Because we know that it's a cyclic quadrilateral. DJ, what's a cyclic quadrilateral? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a cyclic quadrilateral. That's a cyclic quadrilateral, right? Hits the circle of 4 points. You got me? Okay? So we can say that 33 is actually here as well. Now, that's the two of them. And they're going to give you the two interior opposites. The angle at the center of the circle. And so this is going to be this here, because this is a theorem we had. That's going to be equal to the two interior opposites. So do you want to call this? I'll call this TJ if you want, just for your own sake. TJ. And this is going to be equal to 42 and 33. So angle TJ, if you want, or angle BED, is equal to 42 and 33. Now, wouldn't take a rocket scientist to put two and together. That's going to be 75. You probably would have got it. There's a whole thing of chords crossing here, but I would really work around that. You have two figures here. It looks a lot harder than it is. I think the main thing to realize is that it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So the answer was 75. Okay. Again, just putting, if you can just spot that this was here and then that's equal to him and him combined, then you're off to the races. That's a hard question. Wordy and messy. If you were playing games, you would spot straight away that, like, this angle here, right? Does that look like it's more than 90? Does it? Yeah, it does. So straight away, like, you're looking for DCB. So you're looking for this angle here. Does that look like it's more than 90? Yes. So that's gone. That's gone. And you're left with CD. You could play like that, right? But then you have to decide which one it is. They're kind of going to work on this. So you're going to find the angle here. Look, if I was you, the first thing I'd do is I'd find this. So that's a full circle, isn't it? What's the full circle? It's going to be 360 degrees, isn't it? It's going to go around at 360 degrees, right? So what's 360 minus 92? What's that give you? So I'll leave you work with that. So if you are doing this question in time with me, this might help you. What am I going to do with this then? If you think about it, it's going to give me 268, right? It's 268. So that DOB is 268. 268. You probably put two and two together. So that's this 268 is here. What's the theorem? The angle at the center of the circle is twice the value of the one that's standing on the same arc. So this actually is looking at this guy here standing on the same arc. It's looking down at him. So it's half. So DCB is actually half of 268. No, it's a theorem. It's a circle theorem. The angle at the center of the circle is twice the measure of the angle standing in the same arc. So you kind of have to figure out where it's looking at. Like, when you get confused in these questions, like, I always think it's just about, like, well, what are you given with? Work what they're given with. Like, all right, 92. Well, I can bring this to a full circle. So that's going to be your 268. Oh, so now I have, that's 268. Maybe they're thinking, I want to find this angle here. Oh, I know about something about the angle of center circle is twice the measure of the opposite angle standing in the same arc. So then half it. So the answer is D. It's just, look, these get confusing. We just have to work with what you're given. Even if you're lost, confused, focus on the numbers you're given and then work around it. Build from there. You know a few things. Do you know what I mean? Just steady, step by step. Because these are difficult questions. Okay? This one ain't so bad. First thing you see of this question here is solve for y in terms of x. Look, the first thing I'm going to do what you're given. This is vertically opposite. So that becomes x. Okay? We know about cyclic quadrilaterals that these angles will be the same. So this will be y as well. But this up here will be 2x, by the way. Suddenly, you're winning. So how many degrees in a triangle? 180. So 180 degrees is equal to 2x plus x plus y. Add your x's. 180 degrees is equal to 3x plus y. And then just for you can just bring this around so it becomes easier. You could probably do a bit more. Anyway, it works around being what? Y is equal to 180 minus 3x. So it's just spotting, and get the point here is if you get confused in these things. So that was the answer C. If you get confused in these things, the point is they're not too bad. I think they are bad. I don't love them, but you work what you're given. You work what you're given. Like, so you put the x that's vertically opposite. So this one here is x. Oh, now you're winning. Now you're on with these cyclic quadrilaterals, which you've heard lots of. Like, these angles would be the same. You probably put two and two together. Like, why were you given that y anyway? Clearly, it's important for the question somehow. Like, that's the thing you need to realize. Clearly, it was important for the question somehow. Why were you given it? And use it to your advantage. So even though it looks crazy, just use everything on the page as to your advantage and just start filling in. And the story comes together. It's like a Roald Dahl story. It's not like a Roald Dahl story. It's a horror story. It comes right, though. You do get it. And that is how you do circles. And follow along. For more videos from Bright Maths, I'm going to help you get through your GCSEs.